hear a twig branch breaking and think it's yawn, but it's the sound of armor and swords clinking and sheathing. And for the brush of band of men and women come charging out to the mad dash, they swoop down with their swords and flashing flame the firelight. You see the emblem of 3 crowns and blazoned on their coats, shirts, and some even tattooed on their arms. The memory of Oreadr mentioning, yeah, grandfather hired an entire mercenary guild to come after us, comes back into your mind as you realize, granddragon's here to collect.
What's that?
Roll for missionary, what?
Oh my god!
Oh boy. Wait, crap.
Wait, where?
Oh wait, I'm probably doing the conflict.
Okay.
Oof. Good.
No, crap.
I'm still sleeping. It's a good thing I had the watch.
So glad you were here, buddy. Evacuate.
So, you guys are in, and the card. Okay, and we'll go to the top of the round. Aravan casts Fog Cloud. Next up is Oreadr. Yes, and he hears the whooping and comes out. Oh, no, actually, he would just kind of. I don't think he'd go into the fog cloud. I think he'd come out here. And he'll cast heroism on himself. So, kind of plus 5 to heal.
Shatter it.
That will be uncomfortable for me who is sleeping on top of the cart.
And yes,
Aim on the right, correct side, you know. Bounce onto it. Hey, Auntie! I don't think she'd be happy sleeping on the ground, so I assume she would have been one of the people in the cart.
Okay. Yes, alright. Okay, so the knights just kind of run in. You see these, you hear it from the fog cloud, just this thump, 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 as, metal-clad feet comes thumping into there. And then off over here we have the... this... Do you have to, you can cast this other, one of the barbarians comes out, well I guess I should call them barbarians, one of the guild members comes out and it looks like he's a druid, and he's going to cast Stable. But I gotta make sure if you have, do you have to see to cast Stable?
Let me check for you.
Nope, just within range. So and it's a 20-foot square. So
4-foot radius. Yeah.
90 feet. That's definitely in range. So he's gonna cast Entanglement, just kind of from this general vicinity. The area is now 3.
I'm sure it'd only be 4 by 4. 20 square.
Is that how square feet works?
That's how square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 by 4.
Otherwise, that spell would not be as low level as it is.
Alright. Okay. I'm bot clutching that idiot. I'm not. Alright. I'm gonna do it. Okay, that's his turn. Okay, Then we got. Okay, this guy's gonna come running in. He saw Ellie.
Uh-oh.
Fog Club went up. And we're just gonna just take a swing at Ellie. But it's at disadvantage because you can't see in the fog club.
Okay, so we're all in fog, is that right?
Yeah, everything in the purple square is the fog club.
Oh, okay.
So he has 3 attacks. Okay, does a wow. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah, that'll
Okay.
hit me.
Okay, 17 hit. He goes. It's an interest. You've never seen a person like this before, but he has like a humanoid build, and then has his webbed hands and gills on him. He's basically a trident, but I call them variants as well. So that's 3 plus 4, so that's 7 points of damage as he comes out of the fog and just clamps down on your arm with his teeth.
Ah!
And,
gosh.
Okay, that miss. Then he kind of swipes at you with his claw and misses, and
Yeah, I like deflected with my staff.
and misses
So
again.
I clamber
with,
back.
with the unless and
Nope.
yeah, just scrambling around, trying to land a hit on you. Okay, and then it's Lucius's turn. He's gonna cast Armor of Agathis on himself. as he
Dang.
pops up, pulls off his nightcap, and then this. You see, his magic's gray, and it has his hands glow this sort of like gray, almost like wispy, dusty quality, and then he hits himself with it, and from that these moths flutter out, and then this cold armor comes over him. And he's gonna move out of this.
Sorry, I just need to count squares. 1.
Next, I need Mark Luscious with something.
Okay. I kind of have an idea for a thing.
Okay. Then, from the distance, that guy who's just sort of like a creeper kind of comes over here. And he's gonna just he pulls out this sword. You guys just hear in the distance this whooshing noise. Oh, jeez. I thought I had a perfect system, but then I realized I shouldn't have my sheet on this screen. So I have to go on this one.
My system.
Your guys, and then you guys will go. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they did ambush us. But good thing Erevan was able to go. Alright, and that's the cart. Alright.
Okay.
I have a
Okay.
crazy druidy idea.
My system!
He just had a straight roll.
I think based on how we rolled, I think it works out well considering this is an ambush. That we're all just gonna have to
Oh
wait
no, he's
for them to do stuff.
wow, a little worse. Okay, so you guys don't see this, but the guy on the horse, he has this silver armor and it looks pretty fancy, but like an intense fancy, like kind of. If you've ever watched Berserk, there's like Griffin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he comes over and pulls out this flaming sword and swipes at Oreadr, and Oreadr's just like, whoop, whoop, dodging left and right. Pretty much.
So where's Oreadr and Erevan?
Oreadr's yellow, he's over here.
Oh, okay.
Erevan's
Oh,
green, he's over here.
oh, okay,
And Luscious is over here.
okay.
There we go. I don't know if this guy.
Oreadr's making my plan a little complicated. It's okay.
Alright, now we have Pedante. So it's well, it is heavily obscured.
Bobbing and weaving, bobbing and weaving.
It's a heavily
Serpentine pattern.
obscured by the
I think they can't. Oh, okay.
Erevan
Oh,
is over here.
oh, okay,
And Luscious is over here.
okay.
There we go. I don't know if this guy.
Oreadr's making my plan a little complicated. It's okay.
Alright, now we have Pedante.
Okay, so my question is, I know Erevan put up some fog. I already forgot the rules of the fog.
So it's
Can I see anything? There's my question.
it is heavily obscured.
Right.
It's heavily obscured by the.
I think they can't see us.
So we
It
can
blocks
see them.
vision entirely. It's like being blind.
Yeah, so you would have to walk out of the fog
Yeah,
cloud.
you have to walk out of the fog cloud so you can see.
Okay, got it. And then, so I know that. Can I tell from with my big old pointed sisterly ears that Oreadr is being attacked? They obviously can't see him if I'm in the fog and he's not.
Yeah. You hear him because he's just cussing. Like, oh.
Well, that has to be my
Yeah,
brother.
no one has a foul mouth quite like him.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so
Just colourful language.
Kathy will definitely hear this, and she's just gonna make a beeline for her brother, just to be like, what's going on over there. So, her speed, if I recall correctly, hold on, I don't recall, I can look it up.
You have 40.
Their speed is 40.
Okay.
I don't know if that means anything.
Alright, you can get there.
Ooh, hi!
Yeah. You actually
way out. I
get
love
right
it.
into, like, you technically would be, like, sharing space with Oreadr.
Oh, okay. Could I, like, duck in and see the attack and, like, try to, like, stop
Yeah,
him?
I'll let you attack him. You're in.
Yay. Okay. Right. So we're just gonna do some monk stuff, I think. Actually, I don't think I can't do any bonus actions. I'll just do some monk stuff. We're gonna do a 1-2 punch.
Okay, go for it.
The old razzle dazzle. Oh gosh, I don't think either of them hit. Just to be frank. Hold on. Let me just. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, beefy boy.
beefy
He's straight from
like,
Arby's.
you can gather from how he's dressed and how he presents himself. He's probably the boss.
Alright, so get this. I rolled a 9 and a 12
Okay. So
for my 2 punches.
2 bunches. So what you do, I'll give you this. So you come in, dashing out from the fog. You see Oreadr being assailed by this individual, and you come in and Oreadr ducks to dodge this sword swipe, and you plant your foot in Oreadr's back, and then kick the guy off his horse. So you don't do damage; he just falls off his horse. And
Oh, okay, got
so
it.
he's dismounted, but he lands on his feet, and then he slaps the horse to have it run away. You see him like just pull his sword out and level it at you, and then you go in for another strike, and he sidesteps.
Yeah.
You can bonus action attack and spend some key points.
Flurry of misses.
Flurry of...
Yeah, flurry of misses. Ooh, we love it. Hold on. As fun as that would be. Hold on, let me just look at my sheet
He
again.
has a helmet on, like you can tell, you know, he's a humanoid build. He's gonna be like elf, half elf, or human, judging by the size. But you can't really gather much of that because he's covered. And tannish skin.
Okay. Tannish skin. Interesting. Alright,
Yeah, like
I'm
he's
going
fair skinned, but like has spent time in the sun.
Got it. He loves some sun. Okay, I think I'm gonna do... I don't trust my dice. So I'm gonna use a key point, but I'm gonna spend it on patient defense.
Hey!
Yeah.
So, if I'm reading this right, basically,
They have disadvantage.
if anyone tries to attack me, it's at disadvantage. That's it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna be, you know, loosey-goosey with him.
Okay,
Good
yeah,
move.
You assess the situation, eye his flaming sword, and then adopts.
I got both the siblings they could be after are right next to each other now.
Aw. Yeah, that's really cute.
Well, I was worried about that one, okay? I forgot who I was.
Okay, next,
I forgot who I was.
Ellie. No, Luna.
Okay. I think just hearing that there's an ambush going on outside while she's inside the cart will just kind of trigger a panic attack for her. Because she's just going to assume the worst, or assume it's her reaction.
Oh.
Okay.
And that's going to force her to...
Okay, yeah.
Uh-oh.
I like it. You hear this fighting outside. You're exhausted from this training montage.
There we
The
go.
pain in your shoulder throbs, and in the back of your mind, for the first time, you actually hear a voice that's not yours. It growls to you and says, "Give in. Give in."
Right, she does. She's going to burst out of the cart.
You know, the
Oh no.
claws burst out of your hands.
Blood from her fingertips now. And just...
Yeah, and your body just contorts in awkward, strange, disturbing ways as you turn into a werewolf. And Kiara, you're in this box with her.
I'm actually on top of the box because I like
Oh,
having
yeah,
a view of
that's
the
it.
sky.
You're
So,
on
like,
top
I
of
just
the
feel
box.
and hear this roaring, but like, what is?
Yeah,
what
like
is this?
this.
Looking at her feet, she's like, ah!
Yeah, you hear what's very obviously Luna becoming a werewolf. You're like, oh,
Oh my!
She burst out of the cart.
yeah.
And I'm gonna like
My
smell
door.
for the first like unfamiliar scent that I find.
They just point her at the enemy. Go for it. Have fun.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Okay,
Be your best destroyer.
make a perception check.
Would that be my action for the turn, or just like
Yeah, I think that would be like you transforming and busting out of a cart, and then actually,
Okay.
that's premature.
Okay, that is 4 or 14.
Okay. The closest
Wait, no.
unfamiliar scent. Okay, yeah. The closest unfamiliar scent is this guy over here. Who, we'll say like you come around Ellie and you can attack this guy or that guy on here.
Okay. I'm gonna growl to like intimidate the anthem.
Yeah. Yeah, that just roll an intimidation check.
Okay.
Just fun these.
That is 11.
Okay, well, this guy's gonna just back up a little bit. He's gonna be like, no.
Opportunity attack?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, do I get that like the pack tactics from like the being within 5 feet of Ellie?
I don't know, am I her ally right now?
Yeah, you can do that for now because you still perceive her as an ally, but like
That's familiar.
as things go on and as you fight more, you'll become more friendly. That makes sense.
Okay, that's gonna be 9 piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, you chomp into this gleaming and shiny armor. Yeah, you recently polished it, probably. And you hear him cry out, "Ow! Yeesh," as he's like squiggling his leg till he get out, and his companion next to him is just like, "Ken, are you okay?" It's just like, "Don't fight Ed!" And he like tries to like push this wolf snout away from him.
Oh, he has to make a strength save or be knocked prone. 15.
Oh, it's a save, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
straight
okay.
save.
Saving throw. Oh, no, he's not there. Okay.
Alright.
Over. He's not prone. I'll give him a, I don't know, that's a wolf. Okay, next up is Ellie.
Okay. So fog is just swirling around me.
Mm-hmm.
All I could really see was that like fish man that like he bit into me.
Yeah, he hit you.
He bit into me, and then this flash of fur that just like kind of pushed this guy out of the way and is just intimidating. And I'm just like, and I'm like, all right, I gotta help my friends. I gotta keep everybody safe. And I'm gonna grab my staff and like everybody doesn't see this because it's fog, but the camera sees this as my hair drifts up like a Miyazaki heroine, and and I slam my staff into the ground, and just all the plants just come alive as I cast plant growth. So that is a 100-foot radius, but since there's a fog cloud, I can only really assume the three that are closest to Luna. So I will just try to get them in the plant growth.
Okay, I'm gonna plant growth up here. Okay, so
As pretty much just like trees start sprouting out of the ground, essentially. Trees and roots and grass and brush.
So that's
So it's 100 foot, but I can control like the area. So let's just make it, I guess, kind of like a half circle,
Crescent.
like a crescent. Yeah.
oh, okay.
Because it says that it's 100-foot radius, but I can control areas where it's not affected. So like, as long as it just like, and doesn't get Luna, maybe.
Is that what you want?
Sure. Well,
Oh, wait. I think I can do better. Hang on.
I mean, I like the shoe.
Alright, I got this. Okay, so. Oh, okay. That's like the default color. Okay. This makes. Not shape. Okay. I'm great at my job, guys. Okay.
I mean, you could pretty much just like make like a crescent moon from one side of the map to the other, because
Or I could make a face with a nose.
or you can make a face with a nose. Sure, that works.
Oh.
Because like a 20-foot radius is like 20 squares, essentially. But that works. That's fine.
20-foot radius? 100-foot radius.
100. It's a 100-foot
Okay,
radius.
you said 20-foot radius. And
Sorry, it's a 100-foot radius, which means it's like 20 squares. But that works because I could adjust the shape of it. Semantics. But yeah, I just imagine all of these roots and trees just like entangling. So this is where it gets
Force down the ground.
a little weird. It's not difficult terrain, but they have to spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot that they move. So for moving 1 square of movement, they have to spend 20 feet of movement.
So like your forest or anything?
I mean, it's like essentially.
Oh, okay.
So like once a turn, they could only really move like 1 square. Unless they dash and move 2 squares.
Okay. That's cool.
All right. And I am just gonna run back, kind of narrowly avoid the entangled vines on the ground and rush towards the cart where I assume everybody is.
Okay.
Besides,
You make it to the cart.
and bonus action, call forth one of my friends, Sipo! And Sipo manifests into a bear spirit as I am doing the bear totem on us. And we get bonus HP, get temp HP. It's 30 points. 30 temp HP.
Wow.
I mean, sorry, not 30. 11.
Okay, I was gonna say that.
It's a 30 feet. That's a lot. That's like my entire HP. Yeah.
Alright, bear totem.
So it's a 30-foot radius, so pretty much gets everybody. And you get 11 temp HP, and you have advantage on strength checks and saves. And that is my turn.
Me and 30-foot. Or where do you want to put the bear?
Just right on top of me.
Oh, okay.
Just flipping that.
Yeah.
Okay. Great turn. Yara.
Yes. All right, and I'm okay. Is it all right if my familiar is just something that I constantly have? I think I stated that before, but does it go away when I'm like sleeping or whatever? Or
No,
No.
no, only if you just use it.
The duration is instantaneous, so it's just there forever until someone kills it.
And you have to call it back.
Okay, cool. The ones in this little square, the one with the 3 on the blue square, the big blue square, not the small blue square, the big one that looks kind of like a petal now. Are they within 100 feet of me?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I'm gonna cast Shatter, but I can add some flavor to that because I found out something really cool that your familiar can do.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So I can cast my spell through my familiar. So what she does is that hearing the action around her, she can't really see. So what she does is the little ferret that she had conjured as her familiar as she sleeps, sort of like travels up her armor, and then as it passes one of the stones of her bracer, it twists and turns into an owl, Oculus as per usual, and soars above, and she just says, "Go." And it soars through the mist. She is currently blinded and deaf to anything around her, but she can see through it. And it perceives, as it crests the edge of the smoke, the 3 little friends right here. And as it soars up, as it soars up, looks down, it then plummets to the ground and opening its little beak, shatters the silence all around.
Okay. So is Shatter a radius?
Shatter is a... Sorry, I had it right here. I just had to click away for a second. All right, it is instantaneous. It is... Non-magical warrior character also takes damage. It is a 10-foot radius spell, so it's a sphere.
Okay.
Okay. Any creature that's wearing a non-magical inner. Okay.
So yeah, I think you get the 2 that are close together, that clump together.
And I want to be centered on like somewhere that might catch the 2 without completely taking over Luna, because that would not be good.
Okay, so you want to put it on these guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so, okay, yeah, these two are the knights. Okay, they'll have disadvantage on.
Wait, were these the mercenaries that were after Oreadr? Okay.
Okay, one.
Luna says her.
Oh. Yeah, I mean. Ah!
One got
My Hayao Miyazaki hair goes down.
And then the other got a 9. What's the spell save?
The spell save is... Where is save? It should just say.
14?
Huh?
Is it 14?
Yeah, it says it's instantaneous. I did D5
Okay,
metal patient disadvantage. Yeah, it's probably 15 or 14.
alright. One saved, one failed. So
Okay.
roll your damage.
Okay.
Roll that sweet, sweet damage.
8, 9, 10. That's 15. 15 damage.
Nice.
One takes.
And it's 3d8 thunder damage. 1d8. It's and I cast it as a second level spell, so yes. Yeah.
Anyone know
Yeah.
off the top of their head what it means to have like a damaged item? Like, does that mean it's not usable, or can it be repaired, or does that mean like it just takes damage?
Oh, you're talking about, yeah. Shatter is crazy because it can damage metal objects, and I think it could like
Yeah.
Just-
Any non-magical object that isn't being worn or is carried also takes the damage of its in the spell's area. So it's like it's reaching the vibration that it would take to shatter things.
So does that mean that it wouldn't affect their armor, but would affect their like shield and weapon?
Maybe there's like glass somewhere.
isn't being worn
Probably
or carried.
might affect if probably would affect shield or weapon, right? That isn't being worn or carried. So okay, so it's anything that's not
worn
being
or
worn or
carried.
carried. Sorry.
Okay, so it doesn't affect their armor or weapons.
But it affects anything else.
Oh,
If you
Sorry, those glass vases are not going to make it to our destination.
Yeah, like there's some mesh kits on the ground and they just crack apart, you know.
I was gonna eat that.
Okay. Next. Good roll.
doing a lot of D&D.
Okay. Next up. Okay, yes. This other guy's running in.
I'm sorry, I had a question before I end my turn. Is it possible to ready an action for my next attack? Because I use a spell.
That, no, you can't, because readying an action is consuming an action to be held till later. And so
Yeah.
you spent your action, so you don't have an action.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have an extra. Okay.
That's the question, though. Okay.
Yeah, it says and I don't think extra attack covers that, so
Nope.
I don't think so. Alright. That's all I had to ask. Alright, I end my turn.
Okay. This guy is just gonna run in, and he's gonna see Kiara or Ellie. So if Ellie on odds and Kiara on even, see who we first for. It's odd. Sorry, I literally just forgot who's away.
Ellie is odd and Kiara's even,
Okay.
right?
Oh, okay.
All right.
I was gonna say Kiara, but not because of any specific
I'll
reason.
I'll take it. Me. Take me.
Okay.
Pick me! No,
Ellie,
pick me!
He goes for Ellie, but then Kiara jumps down and to her rescue. So this guy's gonna. He pulls out. He's this big, like beefy half orc, and
Hello, friend.
he sizes you up. You see him sort of like pound his fist. And he pulls out this spear from behind him and makes a lunge for an attack. So, I guess I'm still gonna be at disadvantage because you're still in the bottom left. So. Wow, that's a 20 and a 1. You were lucky.
No.
So, first spear goes wide. Second attack is a 17 to hit. 17 hit you?
I believe it does, yes. My armor class is 16.
Okay. Second.
It hits.
He lunges forward with his spear and then twirls it to hit you with the butt end of it. You take 9 points of damage.
Uchi Joachi.
So he gets bludgeoning. He has.
Where are you? There you are.
Okay. And he has. Sorry, there's a lot of. Yeah, one more. He's got one more in him.
Okay.
And then we got another 17 hit. Yeah. Goes for another spear strike. And hits gold. He does 13 more piercing damage. He just finds.
So that was 13 and 9, right?
Yeah, 13 and 9. He just finds the right place between the plate and armor and pierces your side. And up next. Here's your buddy.
9. That's 22. Okay.
Okay, and this guy is just like, oh hey, there's KLD. I'm gonna go hit her. So this guy has disadvantage because of your patient defense.
Hey!
Glad to be included, guys. Very excited.
Okay, and we'll say he misses as you deflect the first strike.
No touch.
Okay.
Monk stuff.
No
Next
touch.
to hit is a dirty 20. Okay, so he deals 9 points of damage to you. And then he's going to do a shield bash.
Oh, dang.
Oh, sorry,
Is that
I
it?
only needed to roll 1 for that.
Is this still me or did we move on to a new person?
It's still you.
It's for you.
Okay,
That's-
I got hit for 9 damage. Got
Yeah,
it.
9 damage, and he hit you. This is an 18 to hit with his shield bash. So he does some damage to his shield. So he lunges forward and does 9 more points of damage. And then you have to make a DC strength. You have to make a strength saving throw of DC 13.
Wait, this is on a disadvantage. He still managed to hit me twice.
Your patient
Or is that
defense.
just a one-time thing for
I'm
patient
pretty
defense?
sure your patient defense is.
No, it's the entire round.
Oh, it's the entire round?
Yeah, until my turn starts again.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So you have to roll twice just to double check on that.
Alright, I'll roll. Alright. Okay. Missed. Thank you. He missed! He does not shield dash you.
He tries to, and you just deflect it.
Sidestep.
Dodge it.
Sidestep, he lunges
Cool.
forward, and you sidestep, and then Order's just like, dude, no, not me. Just a step back. Okay.
Alright.
We're back to the top.
Back to the top.
Alright. Alright, that was just 9 damage then. Okay, I can do that.
Alright, then we're back at Airman, who is in the entanglement. He's just going to step out of it. And he's going to go and look at it. That's not a good one. Sorry, I had like options for him pre-put out, but none of them are good in this situation. So I was like,
That's
yeah.
his fault for not preparing good spells.
So I was like, he's, at first I was gonna set up to heal, but then Oreadr like moves, so he doesn't know that he's hurt. Okay. Oh, well, he's gonna, yeah, who's gonna use good old ice knife? Tried and true. Range spell. But because Ice Knife shatters, this guy has to make a dexterity saving throw, so it flies past one of the gladiators. And the gladiators dex saving throw. Failed! He rolled an natural one, so he takes damage. Cool. And he takes 10 points of damage. Good job, Aaron. Yeah, I'm just gonna run to attack this guy. He hits once, that's cool. And so Oreadr lunges forward and makes a strike at the guy in the shiny armor. Somewhere. Oh. And then he will use his bonus action to inspire Kayonthi with Bardic Inspiration.
Hey.
So you got
That's
this.
adding
Aw.
what does that add? A D? What dice does it add to me?
Aw.
A D8. Hey!
Brother Bard.
I like a D8.
And I'm on my
Okay.
way.
Next up, we got Nice.
Big
We can have a D8. Oh, here it is.
Okay.
I found it.
this
level
guy.
diamond dude.
Alright, yeah. He's gonna spend. Okay, so if they're entangled, they have to make a strength saving throw to like move.
Are you talking about my plant?
Yeah, your plant growth. Sorry.
They are not restrained, but they have to spend. They can only move one square per turn, essentially, because they have to spend 4 feet for every 1 foot of movement. So 5 feet of movement would be 20 feet of movement for them.
Okay. He has more than 20 feet of movement to move. So.
Hi, this is Tiffany, your DM. Thank you for watching Dungeon Damsels. This is not the end of the session, so please stay tuned for the next part. We update on Tuesdays and Saturdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're interested in supporting us more, please push the subscribe button, like, or comment. We also have a Patreon, wink wink nudge nudge, and our show is in podcast form. You can find us on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Podbean, Spotify, and plenty of other podcast platforms. Thanks, we hope to hear from you soon.